Courtney having a hickey is like wild to me. I had no idea she was even hooking up with someone.
I don't know,
I mean, the hickey, it could be Rob, our brother.
Hello and thank you for clicking on this video. This video is a makeup tutorial and this is based on a recreation of a look that Kim Kardashian had on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I am a Keeping Up with the Kardashians fan, so when I was watching this yesterday I saw a glam and I was just like, oh, killing it. So I created it basically based on what I think it looks like and how my interpretation of it. So I hope that you enjoy watching this tutorial. I'm just going to spray my face with the Primark Coconut Priming Water. Spray that all over. This stuff smells like holiday. It's coconut scented. Ugh, it's amazing. So next I am going to use the Holipop Blur Cream, and I'm just going to use this in the areas that my pores show the most. Just going to put that hair back there for now. So in terms of the look, it's very bronzy. He isn't wearing highlighter from what I can tell. So it's very bronzy, very warm. She isn't wearing a ton of products on her eyes. She's got like a brown winged liner along with like a brown shadow with something a bit more neutral on the eye, and then like really brown creamy lips. So I am going to start off by doing my eyes. Yeah, to prep my eyes I am just going to use the Milani Concealer and Perfect Concealer. This is in shade Light Natural. I still haven't gotten around to ordering a new P. Louise base yet, so I need to put that on my list. And then just going to blend all of that in. So I actually plucked my eyebrows before starting filming this because I literally had a monobrow on the go. And this is just to set a base for the eye. I'm just going to put this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep. I'm going to use that all over the eye area to start warming up this. So next, what I'm going to do, when I look at the picture, the shape of the eyeshadow sort of comes halfway up to here and then just smokes out just a little bit. So I'm going to take a warm brown shade from the Morphe 25B palette, and I'm going to start on the outer edge, just getting down that shadow. And I'm not going to go all the way in the eye area. So just there like that. And then finishing at the third there. So I'm just going to bring this out a little bit in this corner, but she does have winged liner on that they've used like a shadow for, so that will pull the eye look out a little bit more as well. Take that brush that you used first and just blend that out a little bit like that. So I'm going to darken it up a little with another shade from that same Morphe palette, like that. And then what I'm going to do is, with the rest of the concealer that's on the brush that we prepped our eyes with, I'm just going to make a little bit of a base for a lighter shadow to sit on top, because if I try and put a lighter shadow over those now, you're not going to see it. So it's not too light on her eyes, it's quite a neutral and subtle, but you can see when she closes that she does have a lighter shade along with the darker one. Use another shadow from the same Morphe 25B palette, and it's the lightest shade in the palette, and just pop that over there like that, and then go back in again with that same brown shadow and just blend it all together. Next, what we're going to do is Marc Jacobs highliner, and this is in shade Earthquake. So this is like a deep, really deep dark brown liner. So now we have a bit of a base for the shadow that we're going to use as eyeliner to sit on. So I'm just taking my Zoeva liner brush and the darkest shade in the Morphe palette, and we're going to do a winged liner with shadow. I'm just going to go and do the other eye the same, and when I come back we'll put lashes on. Okay, so I've done the other eye, and now I'm just going to put on some lashes. So today I am using the Ariel Demi Wispers, and I can see on the picture that she doesn't have too heavy lash on, but if I put these on and I feel like I need more, I do have some cluster lashes that I can add over the top. So I'm just going to measure these up against my eye. So I quite like that one, how that looks. I'm going to be using the Revlon Precision Dark Lash Glue, and this is black, so you really need to be careful when you're using this. And I'm going to be using my false lash applicator from falselashes.co.uk. So just going to put those in there and wait for them to dry, and then I'm going to pop these lashes on. So pop them on roughly where you want them, and then start having to play around. So I'm happy with how they are positioned, and again placing it where I want it to sit, and they are on. So I don't think I need to add any more lashes on. They're quite fluffy on the picture at the ends for hers, and I'm quite happy with how they look. So whilst they are drying down, I'm going to start on face. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing the NARS Radiant Longwear and the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, and these are in Aruba and 128. The Aruba is quite dark, so I'm going to use that as like as the main one, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of the Maybelline Matte and Poreless to it, and I'm just going to mix them on the back of my hand and then just start putting that on. And then just pressing that in with a flat Real Techniques brush, and we're just going to make sure that's all blended into the skin. So now that foundation is all blended in, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Peach, and I'm just going to dot a little bit on. Then over the top of that, the same Milani concealer that we used earlier, blending that in with my fingers. Now obviously Kim is known, and some of her makeup artists, for a really bright under eye. In this photo they don't look too bright, so I'm gonna just make sure this is blended out really nicely. I'm just gonna blend the edges with the same foundation brush I used before. And I do apologise if you can hear things in the background in the house of this video. Obviously everyone is at home, so there's a lot of noise, people doing stuff. hopefully the mic won't pick up on it too much. So now I'm going to contour. I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation Stick in 210, and her forehead is really bronzed and really warm, so I'm going to make sure to get that as warm as I can with the contour, and then I'll be going over with bronzer. I always find these kinds of videos really interesting, where someone will take someone else's look and they'll recreate it, because artists all artists all do things really differently, like different techniques, different products. So it's really good to see, I think, how people interpret a makeup look. How I am recreating this, someone might not necessarily do it the same way, so I think that's really interesting. So I'm not going to bake, I'm just going to take some of the Huda Beauty pound cake and I'm just going to have it on a brush like this, and I'm literally just going to pat that in and dust the under eye and just underneath and the rest of the face, just because I don't want it to look too overbaked, as I don't think that hers is. I'm going to take, before I powder, I'm going to use the Chanel Universal Bronzer, this Soleil Tan Chanel, and I'm just going to go over again where I've gone over that contour, just to make sure it's all really nice and warm. And then going over with that bronzer, the MAC Dark Deep. Kim has a smaller nose than me, so I'm just going to contour my nose using the bronzer. I don't want it to be too heavy, because I'm not trying to look like Kim Kardashian, but I'm just trying to recreate a makeup look. So I'm just going to go down the sides of my nose with the bronzer like that, and then take that same foundation brush and just lightly go over that. Looking at the photo, she doesn't look like she's got any like pink blusher on or anything, but I'm just going to use the L'Oreal Life's a Peach blush over the top of the bronzer, and then, as always, dust it onto the forehead. So we need to do the under eye with the shadow. It just looks like she's got a bit of a dark shadow on, so I'm just using one of the shadows that I used on my eyes. So now I'm going to do brows. Kim never has really harsh brows, so I'm just using the e.l.f. brow pencil, and this is just like a little brow wiz, and I'm just going to go over my hairs and fill in any sparse areas. I'm just going to go over with that Huda Beauty powder in a couple of areas, because I feel like it's kind of turned into a bit of a dewy look, and it's supposed to be very matte. And I'm going to go back over with some more bronzer. Using the Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. The smell of that is amazing. Just going to pop a bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. Finally, to bring everything together, lip liner and lipstick. So I'm going to be using a NYX lip liner in brown. Then I'm going to use a Sephora lipstick, and this is in Tan Lines. Her lips seem a little bit more brown than this, so I'm just going to go back over with some more lip liner. And there we have the finished look.
I'ma make you mine tonight, pulling your hair, baby. I feel you breathing on me, on you. You know that I'm a selfish thought.
I think it turned out really nice. I really like it. It feels really glam, but it's not mega heavy. This seems to be like her signature style that she's doing at the moment. So I've also done the hair as well, which my hair is much longer than hers in the specific photo, but I'm not about to go cutting my hair for a YouTube video. Soz. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see some more videos. My next video will be coming on Tuesday, and coming next week as well is a video that I've been working on for a few weeks now, which is a bedroom transformation video, and I'm really excited for that. Please subscribe and click the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video. Currently posting on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I've been throwing in a couple of bonus videos whilst we are basically trapped in our homes. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you.
I don't know exactly what to expect when we bust Courtney, but I'm hoping that this will just remind her that this is ultimately a job.